now. You see the front drive height, super sunk. And I cannot take out camber. I mean, I don't want to take out camber because the camber is already -11 in the front, 13 in the rear. So if I take off, it's gonna look way too uneven. So I have everything that always saves the day. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Right here. I have some 15 mil spacers. The only downside of this is that I'm gonna have to cut my studs to run them. So hopefully they fit good because there's no going back once I cut this. So actually, I found these, which were off Gabe's S2000 since he had extended studs. So what I'm gonna try to do is slip these on and hopefully I can catch at least 1 or 2 threads with the stock studs. And then I can see if I can get away with the Fitment with the 15 mil before I cut my studs. That's not gonna catch. How can I test it? So I put on the slip-on 15 mil, but the studs don't reach whatsoever, so I can't test fit it. But looking at it, I think it might be fine. Once I cut, I can't go back. All right, so I guess I'm just gonna commit. I'm gonna put the spacer on, see how much I have to cut of the studs. I marked exactly where I should have to cut so that they're all even. So I'm gonna cut those, and hopefully, I'm gonna obviously test fit this side first. I mean, I have no choice once I cut it. The 15 mil is going on, but then hopefully it's good. All right, so I got them cut completely flush. So now shouldn't be any issues with the wheel touching there. Oh, maybe this one. Might have to shave that one down a hair more. Maybe not, we'll see when I put the wheel on. It does have 2 pockets, so I'll just maybe align that one with the pocket. The other ones look all good. So let's put the wheel on and hopefully the Fitment still works good. This is ride height, or it should be ride height. Same ride height. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drive at that height, but the Fitment, way better. You can see there with the spacer, and this is without the spacer. The reason I might not be able to drive at this height, I'll see, is because the tire is really close to here. And my air out is gonna be higher than before because now I can't zero it. I can probably go to like there safely before that happens. So let's get to doing the other side, go for a test drive and see what the height is gonna end up being driving. I don't wanna go too much higher than this. Damn, it is hot, but I got this side all done. You can see they're nice and flush, and figure out how low we could drive because I don't like driving high and I don't want this to drive high. I don't want it to look like shit.
Go in your room.
It does look way better, but now we gotta see drive height because to me that's the most important. Finding the balance of both Fitment, ride height, everything is hard. Let's go drive it, figure it out. It rides good, no rubbing, very minor rub, and I can still ride almost at the rim, which is a similar ride height as before. Only thing now is that this is aired out, what I could air out to before, it pushes the bumper out and stuff, but I think I could deal with this. So I'm gonna be messing with the Fitment on the Civic at ride height. You can see camber Fitment is not it. The reason I hide it this way is because I can air out a lot lower and I like the look aired out, but I'd rather have my drive height more on point because it is not it when it's rolling. Also, in the rear, with this much camber, it's touching on the rear shock. So overall, Fitment is gonna be better. I just can't air out as low, and that's fine. I'll deal with that. So you can see here, the shock is grinded down a lot, and also the filler neck. So taking out some camber should help this a lot. Should be easy. This is a arm that I have. I just have to loosen the locking nuts and do the middle. These are actually Flyer prototype arms, the first ones ever. So they've been there, they've been good to me. So I'm gonna loosen those, take out some camber, raise the shock a little bit because I don't have to air out as low anymore. Should get the Fitment on point. tighter. Right here. So this is the ideal drive height that I would like, where it just tucks basically the little lip of the wheel in the beginning. I think I'm still gonna remove a hair bit more of camber so that it is as tight as I can get it. It's pretty tight there, but I still have a little bit of clearance, so I'll give it another couple turns and I should get it perfect. It's close, but I still got some. This is gonna be the ride height and the fitment. I think it's pretty good. It's as close as I can probably get it before it touches the quarter. Right there. So, like I said, I want to just be able to tuck the rear top part of the lip a little bit. So now what I'm gonna do is match the camber on this side, and then I'm gonna raise the strut so that the air out is where I want it to be. So I raised the shock to the height I think I should be at, because I raised the other side and it was pretty close. And holy crap, so much longer than before. It was like up to here before. So now I should be able to air out good. Like airing out like that has caused a lot of damage. So this should be good. Let's put the wheel on and see where it airs out. So the rear is now dialed in. I adjusted the shocks. I adjusted the camber. So now Chris is gonna do the alignment. And it's crazy, right? So I drive this car pretty decently low. Haven't had any issues with suspension on this car. My dampening was at zero, literally zero. Did not have any clicks anywhere. So now I adjusted the dampening a lot higher to like what I'm used to. And it should ride better. No more rubbing on the shocks. Gonna look better because the camber was more in the rear than the front. So overall, I think it's gonna be a much better setup. You can see that's about ride height, front and back. So I think I'll be a lot happier now with the fitment of this car. Last thing I gotta address, because I was airing out so low before, it used to touch the car itself. These wheels have gotten so bad. So I just gotta sand them and polish them, and then at least the lips of the wheel should be good. The fronts have no issues because they don't touch anything. They're a little bit, but not bad. So let's get this. Actually, I'm not gonna put the bumper on because it's easier to align the car with the bumper off since the sensors hit when the car is this low. So let's get to that. I wish I failed. I wish I would have took a video of how much it was rubbing in the back before. Now, no rubbing whatsoever. The dampening, I could definitely feel the difference. I don't know how that side is touching the quarter a little bit. So maybe I'll add a hair of camber depending on the numbers. I don't know how my dampening was as low as it was. It was literally nothing. I'm pretty sure, or at least I thought, that I set the dampening stiff to this car because obviously the ride height was low and it was rubbing, but now definitely feels so much better. Now let's see what the camber's at. So this is what I set ride height to. I think the camber right now is pretty even. So we're gonna see when it's on the rack what numbers you get. So official numbers. This is all eyeball. Chris has not touched it yet. Even, dead even camber. I mean, it's gonna change a little bit, but not much. It's pretty even, the toe off. So 13 in the front, in the rear, and the front is at 11. All eyeball. But the front's been done, so that hasn't changed. But the rear, I'm actually pretty amazed that I got that right on point first shot. So alignment is dead even. Damn, bro, you couldn't get my toe right on point. It wasn't me. It was just fine. Damn. It was literally just perfect. That's crazy. Camber is dead even, literally dead even in the back. And then the front was like at 11 point something, 11.3 dead even. That's crazy. So we should be good. Now you're gonna realign my car when I get tires in like a month. Cause we're gonna take that 10-hour drive. Yeah, you better take the bumper off. So that's aired out. So now the car literally airs out and stops there. I don't have to manually do it. Before it went a lot lower, you guys saw I scratched the wheel, but now it matches the front. So overall, I'm a lot happier. And it's crazy because I thought that this car was sitting at negative 13 camber, but obviously it had more. So now it's 13 rear, 11 front. Bumper back on. Not so bad. Obviously not the same tuck at all as it was before, but I think it'll do. Overall, the fitment looks a lot better because now you can actually see the wheel poke a little bit. Before you couldn't see basically none of the front wheel. So I think I like this over the sunk fitment that I had before.